I have to go to the Met for a religion assignment, so you're gonna come with me. I really don't want to go. It's rainy and dreary. I had to wake up at 5 for a stupid stat test. And I did go back to sleep for a couple hours, but I just want to sleep all day because it's rainy and like, ugh. But, yeah. I remember one time. So last year, right, I had a job interview. It wasn't even a job interview. It was posted on Hunter. And it was like, I forgot the name of it. It was in Queens. It was a volunteer opportunity for EMS. Like, it was like an agency to be a part of. And I went to the interview, and I'm in a green, tight long sleeve. It's not cropped, it's fully covered with like pants, whatever. As I'm walking, like I get off the bus, as I'm walking to the base, like to headquarters, it starts downpouring. I meet the guy outside. Even our handshake, like I almost like missed his hand because like my hand was soaking wet. I was soaking wet. That was the most uncomfortable interview ever. And I remember he was like, you'd be dispatching calls, you'd be answering the phones, you'd be doing the 911 trucks. And I'm like, this is great. I would have gotten it. I would have. And like, I'm not being cocky. I literally would have gotten it because he was like, all right, like we'll move on with the next step. And he's like, have you ever volleyed anywhere? I was like, yeah, I volley freaking. He's like, yeah, no, can't do that. And I was like, that's all the way on Long Island. He's like, yeah, but it's within certain miles of each other. Okay, buckaroo. So I didn't get it. Months later, he texts me saying, hey, Isabella, like you got the job. When are you available to start? And I was like, you told me I didn't get the job. What are you talking about? And he was like, oh, that's right. You didn't get the job because you were also volunteering somewhere else. And that's not allowed. This was meant for another Isabella. I'm deeply sorry. Like, he was like, oh, I'm sorry. You need to do better at your job. But yeah, no. The reason I share that story is because whenever it rains in the city, that's all I can ever think of. How I was drenched, sitting there in an uncomfortable seat, doing an interview because I was absolutely drenched. Like, there wasn't even like little spots on my shirt. The whole thing was just a dark green because it was soaked. I stood up, there was like probably a pool of water in that seat. Like, I was drenched. Because you know, in New York City rain, it'll be like a drizzle, the next thing you know, it's downpouring on you. Yeah. Crazy. Okay, so the Met was an 18-minute walk. All I did was leave my dorm and go all the way down. I'm still on 79th, and look, there's the Met, that building right there. So, that actually was not a bad commute at all. I was debating walking because like the rain and stuff, but it would have been 14 minutes if I took the bus. So I was like, you know what, 18 and 14, girl, I might as well just walk. Like, it won't hurt. But, you know, because back at 51st, like, you gotta take a bus to get to the Met. But like, I remember me and my mom came here because we were walking through Central Park and we stumbled upon the Met. And we're like, oh my god. But yeah, no. So that's like a good thing about the apartments. The Met is right here. But then again, how many times do you want to go to the Met? Yeah, I don't know. And if you have a student discount and or you're a New York resident, you choose how much you pay. So don't pre-buy tickets unless you want to see like the special stuff. I don't know what special stuff's going on here, but I pay like $1 a ticket. My religion teacher keeps saying pay a penny. Pay however much you want, bring your ID. All your IDs.
Now everybody go to breakfast. You go bow for the result, though. Nothing to discuss, cause I did win by default and without any doubt, though. I'm a me happy adult, though. I no go feed the girl, it's out, though. I'm a mind that's you can talk, oh. I put my life into my job and I know I'm in trouble. She manipulate my love, oh. I know holy, and I know that devil. Like the Baba fry, oh. My eye, oh. Don't cry, oh. I don't even know I shy, oh. I did what I got when then kill Sovoma. I did try to buy moto, or Toyota Corolla. My feelings been they swing like Django Lover. Feelings been they swing like Django Lover. Now you crash your Ferrari for Leggy Bona. Now see what you make you have been all over. My feelings today swing like Django Lover. Feelings today swing like Timbani at you. I'm a white dog in Fenisu. Why you say I did nothing for you? And if I do anything you want me to do, Timbani.
Hey guys, it was jam-packed in there. It's not usually like that when I go. Anxiety was like a 3 out of 10. I was able to do what I needed to do in there, but I usually only go to the Renaissance paintings and Egypt because the African stuff. African, you know, of course. But yeah, no, so I went to the Asia area. I've never ever been in there. It is so nice, and all the things that I read about in my religion class, I saw the sculptures of them. It was cool. I walked around thoroughly in there. I took the picture of what I needed. And no one was there. So I was like, yes. It's because if it was packed, I honestly would not have been able to breathe in there, and I would have just walked out. But yeah, so I got what I need for my project. I explored, as you guys saw. In the Greek area, sometimes I go over there because I like the statues. Yeah, hopefully you guys like the statues as much as I do. I didn't record that much of the Egypt exhibit only because me personally, I've been there so many times just for it. But definitely worth it to go in person. It is so nice. It's cool. It's cool. The first time ever I was there, I was like, wow. My mom was like tired of me and she was just sitting down. She's like, I'm done. Because I'm sitting there like reading every little thing. Like, it's actually really cool. And it's not raining. So I'm actually quite happy I left the room and I went there. Besides the congestion, I rate that experience a 10 out of 10. And now I'm going to Barnes & Noble's to get a book for my multi-ethnic American literature class. I almost just slipped on my way in if you guys heard that squeak. Okay, so apparently that book is sold out everywhere in all Manhattan Barnes & Nobles. Isn't that great? So now I went all the way here for no reason. And I have to wait until Sunday when I'm back on Long Island to go to Barnes & Noble's there. I'm going to go to my dorm and I'm going to ride and do my work. That was a Fidney truck, by the way, in case you cared.